All eyes on Doge. Big runner. To the moon. Whew. Doge still going up. All eyes on Doge. Still big runner. To the moon. Keep going up. Going up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Up, movement in Doge. Dogecoin. Up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Up, movement in Doge. Dogecoin. 42.60. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin.
Everybody, Kriss here. Welcome on a Wednesday afternoon, but it could be a Thursday morning where you are. I see you in Singapore there, Blue Horse. Welcome. How's everybody doing? Hey, just like I said in the video this morning, right? People they're not getting it. They're not getting it. The technical setups are there for higher prices. That's just what the charts show. And what did we see through the rest of the day? We saw some pretty good upward movement here, back to 26. Came back a little bit here early afternoon, and now we are 25.95, close back to 26 cents. Bitcoin 123. It did get over 124. It's not that far from its all-time high. I mean, people are all depressed, and it's just not the all-time high is like right there. It's right there for Bitcoin. So, yeah, this ETH 4,500. Yeah, again, we had the big drop here yesterday. ETH is struggling to get back. Solana making a little bit more headway this afternoon. So overall, hey, it's a good day. Bitcoin dominance has just dropped back below 59%. So it's just kind of up and down, going sideways. But let me drop down here in the corner. Look. Rest in peace, our friend Larry. Well, he got booted to Never Neverland. But I saw this and I just had to laugh, right? Listen to this. There's 1,000 ways to make money, right? There's 1,000 ways to make money. And yet you choose to short in Q4. You're not going to make it. Not going to make it. And that was our friend Larry. He didn't make it. It's like, what are you doing? You're shorting. What are you shorting crypto in Q4 of the fourth year of a bull cycle? Why are you shorting? You're just asking to get wrecked. You're asking to get wrecked. I thought that was funny though, to see this today. It's like 1,000 ways to make money and you choose to short. You're shorting. It's like, obviously he wasn't watching my videos and he wasn't watching the chart structures and he wasn't he was just, I don't know what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking. It was just like so convinced Doge was going down to 22 cents. And Lark Davis says, look, this could be the last shakeout before an epic Q4 pump. The market is testing your patience. Do not, I repeat, do not let the bears fool you here. Do not let the bears fool you. If you're not sure, if you're concerned, watch my video this morning. The technical setup of the charts is there for Doge to go higher. It's all there, and it's backed up by Bitcoin, ETH, Altcoin, Total 2, Total 3. They're all pointing to higher. Thus, the top is not in. The top is not in. Ash Crypto says, look, NASDAQ and S&P 500 just hit new all-time highs. Bitcoin will be next. Get ready for 130K. Not only did we have NASDAQ, right? Here's the NASDAQ. NASDAQ all-time high today. We did have it here on Thursday of last week. And then came back over on Monday. So we had a new all-time high. And then today it just blew it out of the water. So now we got to take our line and we got to bring it up because the NASDAQ now has a new all-time high. S&P 500 now, again, we had the new all-time high here last Friday, came a little higher on Tuesday, and then today blew that out of the water. So we got a new all-time high, right? S&P 500. Gold, yes, gold, right? We had a new all-time high on Tuesday. And then today it said, no, I'm just going higher. So gold, new all-time high. And then I don't even have a silver chart, but silver, right? New, right? High. And it's just like the markets are going up. So you don't short when the markets are going up. You're trying to time it. You're trying to time the top, but the top is not in. The top is not in. We go back to our friend Zero. Says, look, we're going higher. Everyone who believes the top is not in Q4, it's going to melt faces. Oh, it's going to melt faces. Here we go again. Melt faces. But no, this is the right trade, not what Larry did. You don't do that. This is the right trade. Up, up. Of course, don't trade with leverage, obviously, right? Not financial advice, but don't trade with leverage. I can only tell you what I'm doing. I'm not trading leverage because we'll get another wick down that'll take out a bunch more leverage longs and it'll freak everybody out just like it does again and again and again and again and again. Because here we had, look, almost $100 million wiped out in liquidations just in the past 4 hours. Bitcoin, 34 million, ETH, 25 million, even Doge, about $2.5 million. But these mostly on the short side. These are the shorts being taken out as we see prices coming back up today. So they're taking out all these new shorts that were put in because it would have been like Larry, like jumping on the bandwagon. Yep, Doge going down. Well, we're going to short it down. Nope. Price comes up, wipes out the shorts. Yeah, Javier, we just looked at ETH. It's slow. ETH is slow right now after yesterday's dump. Just not really recovering that fast yet on ETH, okay? But we will continue to check in on it. So where does that take us with Doge? Well, again, we zoom out, look at the 4-year cycles. This is our friend Javon Mark says, look, in the past 2 cycles, Doge has been 100% in meeting the 1.618 fib level, which is the blue line. 1.618, 1.618, of course, it blew it out of the water in 2021. Well, the 1.618, according to Javon, of course, he's doing the last cycle top right up here at 73 cents, of which I say, yeah, you kind of got to discount that. You kind of got to discount that. But according to his chart, right, when he does the cycle top to the cycle low, he gets the 1.618 here at $2.28. So he's convinced we're going to hit the 1.618, and that is going to be $2.28. Now, I have a revised target, right, from his, because I don't count. I know, maybe that's cheating. I don't know. But I don't count that totally overhyped run on Doge as being a true, I mean, that was just not supposed to happen. So if you take it from 35 cents, right, down to 5 cents, and you do it from there, that's what I did on my 2-year outlook video, which is a little bit subdued from 228. Maybe a little more realistic, perhaps. Some say, it's already October 8th. We don't have time anymore. There's no more time, right? There's no more time for this big run. Well, actually, if you look at the Dogecoin chart and you zoom out on the weekly and you look at what happened here, this last big green box, that was just a little over a year ago. How long did it take for Dogecoin to get from, let's say, 12 cents to 48 cents? How long did that take? 4 weeks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks. It took 5 weeks. 5 weeks. That's it. If Dogecoin starts to move today, 5 weeks from now puts us in the middle of November. That would be the blow off top. If Doge started to move today, 5 weeks, that's it. That's all it takes. Thus, my green box right here, ready to go. And so far on the weekly chart, we've got 2 green candles here. We're on our second green. Up we go, right? Could be. Could be. So that's what we're watching. And Pennybag says, look, oh, I got to scroll it back up. I was previewing it. Right? Sunshine says, don't be like Larry. Don't be like Larry. Now, Con, all of those purchases, they're OTC purchases. They're just OTC purchases. They're not buying on the open market. The big boys don't trade on open market. They buy OTC. Same thing happens with Bitcoin. Is Doge a sleeping giant ready to wake up? The week was wild. We saw an 8% dip get absolutely devoured by whales, corporate treasuries stacking millions, ETF narrative getting spicier, but yet sentiment, well, it's turning from bear to bull. It's turning from bear to bull. Don't let the charts fool you. While paper hands sold, whales went on a massive shopping spree. They scooped up Doge. Clean Core Solutions, publicly traded company, now holds over 710 million Dogecoin in its treasury, aiming for 1 billion. The SEC delayed. Well, it didn't even delay the Dogecoin ETFs. They're just not around right now, right? They were on their set schedules. The grayscale one was supposed to be just a little over a week away. But I think the government shutdown is going to last until October 20th. Yes, that is my prediction. U.S. government shutdown will end on 10/20 is Kriss's prediction. Just putting it out there, which I also did on X here earlier. U.S. government shutdown should end on October 20th. Done. There it is. Our friend Pennybags continues, though, because we're going to have a wave of crypto ETFs. There's going to be a ton of them. The money is going to come flowing into crypto. Solana, XRP, Hedera, Litecoin are all getting ETFs, including Dogecoin. The money is going to come flowing in. Even a Cardano one is going to come in. ETFs. After dipping, Doge showed incredible resilience, stabilizing strong above a key 25-cent level. Over the last week, Doge is up 4.5%. Yeah, it's still in the green on the week, right? Still in the green. And yet there's all this bearish sentiment out there, and it's just like, nope. The market structure is what it is. Never underestimate the power of a meme. While devs are quiet, the community is on fire. Viral memes, Elon's past endorsements are resurfacing. Well, people are just like culling through old Elon tweets and memes and bringing them back up again. I've done a bit of that myself, mainly just as a reminder, right? Come on, Elon. So what's next? Support holding strong above 25 cents. Short-term target resistance is 27 cents, then a clear shot to 30. whale accumulation, corporate adoption, imminent ETFs, a powerful combo. Could we see a $1 end of year target? Sure, why not? $1, right? Javon says 228. I'm like, $1 would be good. We'll take $1. So that's what's going on, guys. And we are watching 25.94. We're right here, just under this 26-cent line. Penny at a time, right? Penny at a time. Let's come over 26 cents, retest it as support, and then move higher, because that was a bloody day we had on Tuesday. That was a bloody day. So green day today. Look, Bitcoin is up 1.7% today. Doge is up 5.2%. 5.2%. 31 cents is when the big breakout occurs. Yawning? Kyle? What does Kyle say? When are we hitting 30 cents again? Thinking of selling once it does? You know, you can take profits. There's nothing wrong with taking slices of profits. I'm with Yawning here, that once we get to 31, we're going higher. We're going higher. No more crypto ban in the UK? Sweet. Sweet, sweet. VP showed Doge isn't bull in October, more sideways, and then November bull. Could be. Could be. Megal, $1.63. It came down from $1.80 to $1.63. It's not in my buy zone yet. I'm patient on Megal. Maybe a little too patient now, but what's my take on XRP? Reliance Global Group has invested heavily. Yeah, you know what? But Swift, right? XRP was supposed to be the digital Swift, right? Cross-border payments, all of that. Swift is now doing transactions on their own blockchain on Linea. I mean, with their own stable coins on Linea, which is on ETH. ETH, Linea, Swift. Right, Swift making their own stable coin on Linea. Nothing to do with XRP. Nothing to do with XRP. XRP will probably go up when everything else goes up, but not by itself. Not this time. It did that last time because of the lawsuit that was thrown out. So that got XRP to go up, getting out of that lawsuit. But again, I became a vegetarian for a month just to save Maximus dollars. Is it really cheaper being a vegetarian? I thought there were some things that end up costing you more being a vegetarian. We're going a lot higher. When everyone is bearish, market does the opposite. Isn't that right? Market sentiment was down, people bearish, and the chart's like, nope, we're going up. Yes, a rate cut. October 29th is the US Fed FOMC, which would, of course, be bullish. I'm not buying now. I'm just holding and waiting because I'm still paying my taxes. And I actually have my my property tax bill coming due at the end of this month. So yeah, I got no free money. No free money to buy anymore. So I'm in with my 400,000 Dogecoin, my Bitcoin, and all my other bits of stuff here and there. Just watching with you guys and seeing when we start taking profits. Hi, Oscar. How are you? What's up with Zone? I know we woke up Monday morning to $2.50 price on Zone. And then it just drifted down, and now it's back to, what, 205? Yeah, 205. So, I think it's going to be one of those that pre-market or aftermarket is probably going to run again, and I'm just waiting for that. I'm waiting for that. Yeah, I'm not the one saying November. That was VP. That was VP. I say we start in October, right? Mid-30s in October. Not necessarily the blow off top yet. That could still be into November. I'm still on that track. Lord Drip, most likely the ETFs will not be happening this week because the US government shutdown will continue probably through the weekend and into Monday, the 20th, according to me reading the tea leaves, right? That's my crystal ball. That's what it says. October 20th. They're going to drag it out another week and a half. Smash the likes and subscribe. Thank you, Blue Horse. Hope you're well this morning. Joshua, another banger of a video this morning. Yes, it was. Hey, the technical chart setups are all there. December, risky as investors start taking profits. Don't get caught holding the bag. Now, 2017, it went right to the end of December. It kept going higher, but profits are profits. I think this year will be the highest on history. Market makers will encourage people to invest. Interesting. I am not planning on taking profits this month, Christian. We'll see how high we go. But right now, I'm being patient, probably into November. I know, Sunshine, right? I'm playing on house money now. I already reached my goal. I'm like, this is all just extra now. Now, it does help pay my taxes. So, I'd like to make a little more. Double, perhaps. That would be nice. We'll take double from here. Hey, Monica's in the house. Hey, Isabella Artist was looking for you yesterday and the day before. Isabella's back, and she's wondering where her gal pals are. Charlotte came on yesterday for a little bit, and it was like, where's Monica? But Isabella was looking for you. She'd been away for a little while. She just got back. Yeah, I hope she hops on too. She wants to say hi. Time to sell Pikachus and buy Doge. Right. If you're going to be rotating, right, don't be rotating out of your big caps and rotating into like stupid, shitty tokens. Don't be doing that. You are going to lose if you rotate into those stupid shit tokens. Anyway, not financial advice either. Ryan is a gal pal. Didn't I withhold the viewers? I don't know what you're asking, BP. Before the November 24 pump, is there anything you're holding from us now? No. I told everybody my plan. I told everybody I'm buying a house, right? With cash, no mortgage. I'm getting rid of a mortgage. I was very upfront and open about it, what my goal was. No mortgage. And in January, I was counting on like the Trump inauguration to pump my bags a little higher, and I was going to take profits. And I told everybody that was my plan. And then Trump launched his stupid shit Trump token, right? Pulled all the liquidity out of all the memes. Market went down. And then he started throwing tariff word around, which freaked out the markets. And so I was like, okay, now's the time. And I sold. And I told everybody I was doing it. What do you mean withholding? I'm not withholding anything. Oh, man, BP. Pepe is a tough one, Forks, this time. Definitely not a 3x. I just don't see it. Pepe is just, other things are going up and Pepe isn't. It's still in the nines, you know? It gained the zero back and it was like, ugh. Like I said, Pepe was last year's, meme, right? That was last year. A lot of traders have moved on from Pepe. Doesn't mean it can't maybe do a 2x, but Pepe was last year's meme. Everybody moved on. Fartcoin was like 6 months ago, and they've already moved on from Fartcoin. Not financial advice. Sell some Bitcoin and buy Doge. Can double from here, then roll back to Bitcoin. It'll be harder to double from here. I mean, I was calling for that strategy back in June, but you'll do better. Doge, Bonk, Pengu, all good. The clean core strategy. You know, Kyle, they haven't actually told us completely. I imagine a big part that's behind it is just to make a lot of money off the increase in the price of Doge, right? Because just holding that much Doge, I mean, it doesn't really do anything else. So I don't get it yet. I don't get it. The whole Clash thing with George playing games, doing good for him, good for his community. That's awesome. I hear the Clash token is doing all right. I'm not interested. It's just George's thing. Fine. Doge get above 27 tonight? Well, 1 penny at a time, Con. 1 penny at a time. My magnet is up at 30 cents still. Yep, I said my plan a long time ago. What was withholding? Oh. Nobody asks me about Dogecoin. I don't talk to my coworkers about Dogecoin. I don't. I leave that all out of it. No. We talk about architecture and buildings and construction and stuff like that. Right, exactly. I said every step of the way, I wasn't withholding anything. My timing was just a little off. You're never going to get the top just right. Tom Crown had breaking news today. I didn't hear that. I heard he was reading like the Jerome Powell minutes or something from the FOMC, but I don't know about breaking news. If somebody can find out what that is, at me in the chat and let me know. Hi, Duchess. How are you? I'm on the bus. Right. Gotcha. What? You don't want everybody to listen to what I have to say? Go Bonk. Yep, Bonk is good. Pengu is the Pepe for this year. Agreed. Sheep not doing anything. Yep. Doge will be the only meme to have real impact in the future. Right, everything is just going to come and go. But Doge will just keep moving on. I know, Rob, right? It was just like, George says he won't sell, but, George is in for the money, for the profit. Everybody that is bearish on crypto come and go, but they don't stick around. I know. Tom was live today. I didn't watch it, though. I was busy. Good afternoon. Oscar, we may be there end of this month, maybe early next month. We may get a big 10-cent move, but it's got to be a lot higher than now to move that 10 cents. We saw it back in November 2024. It went from like 35 cents to 45 cents. Just boom. I never use leverage. I'm long on Doge X20. That is leverage. I don't know. Oh, I know my Pax Gold. It's doing great, isn't it, Sebastian? I wish it was mine. I wish that was mine. Tom is going to host a Jerome Powell speech tomorrow. Oh, is Powell going to be talking? Tom always has fun with those, so. Could Zone end up being a swing trade like Meggle? You know, Gappy, I was wondering that today. As Zone went up to 250 on Monday and then all the way back down to $2, 204. Meggle, right, goes up to $1.80, now down to $1. I think Zone may end up being one of those that you end up swing trading. Maybe. I think the next move up, I'm going to sell and swing trade it. Breaking. Fed Powell delivers critical announcement. No. Powell's not going to do a critical announcement. That's just one of those stupid people on X that just make shit up. It's not. He's probably going to give a talk or a speech, of which he's probably not going to say anything, as those things typically are. Critical announcement. Hey, but it works for these people. They just keep throwing the shit out there again and again and again. Local businesses don't buy crypto because the almighty dollar wins the game. They still think crypto is a niche, some little corner, and they're just not interested in spending their time on it. That's all. I don't know about peak, Matt, in its future. I have no idea. I mean, when it came out and I was reading up on it and seeing what it was doing, it's like all great things, but those things do take a long time. Sure, pow. How many days should you hold? Says the Bangladesh Freedom News. I need money in real life. Difficult to hold. That's what crypto's all about, though, right? You can't be impatient. You got to wait. You got to wait for this whole thing to play out. His stream is already planned, set up on YouTube. Tomorrow morning, I might check in on that. As soon as you sell your zone, it's going to shoot to 6. I know, right? Right, Boss Mac? It's going to be like, right. I'll sell it like $2.60, and then it's $5. Just like boom. Damn. Hey, look, a cup and handle. Oh yeah, look at that. Wow. That is a true cup and handle right there, my friends. Look at that. Whoa. Well, it's got to go higher now, right? It's a pretty small little handle, but I know, Jamil, right? We have fun here. Keep it real. Try and keep it real. Bit origin, 50 cents. Is that what it is? Yeah, 50. Yeah. It doesn't seem to be doing much. But I bought into Zone. The bit origin thing is just Chinese company. At least Zone is American. Happy Doge. If you hold long enough, it just feels like monopoly money, right? It's like it's not even real. It's not even real. The ETFs, William, still building on it. We'll see how this goes. Yep, bet the farm. Cup and handle. Let's go. I know almost every time, right? You finally sell and then boom, it takes off. You got to be broke with a rich mind for crypto. No, you don't. Nope. 24 cents, the new floor. Yeah, I mean, I'd like to reestablish 25 now that we're banging our head on 26. I'd like to see it. 25 cent be the new support. Shall we expect a Doge bull run? Yes, we should expect one. Late October into November, according to my crystal ball. What might be a good price to buy Penguin Bunk again? Yeah, Zombie, we're not playing that game anymore. Not playing that game anymore. You had plenty of times to buy. You had plenty of times to buy. I mean, look at this Bunk move, right? Dunk, dunk, dunk. You had plenty of times to buy. You had all this down here. 19, 18, right? It's not going back down there. I don't think so. Pengu. Look at that. 27. At all that time at 27. Just a few weeks ago, a couple weeks ago. It's not going back down there, in my opinion. Not financial advice. So if you got cash sitting around, you're just not going to make as much money. Hey, Jamil. You're welcome. And to Jason as well, who did the donation. Half and half, Bonk and Penguin. Yep. I've never used Kraken, Brian, so I don't know. I've never used it. The Dusty Hunt is here, so all is okay. A Razorback, look at that. A Razorback. Yeah, $2.05 for zone. I was thinking, was it going to drop below $2? And it doesn't look like it. Looks like it's at 206 now after market. But yeah, right in that zone, in that area. I know the crystal ball's been on a roll lately. So that's why I'm just throwing out there predictions right and left, right? We got the government shutdown. The top isn't in yet. Like all that stuff. I'm just throwing it all out there now because I'm on a roll. You only have to ask once, Shabil. We should see 40 cents on the next big run. Cup and handle. I know. I just don't believe in those. Like, it's not a thing, really. People keep seeing it as like, oh, cup and handle, cup and handle. I'm just like, no. No. No, you have to zoom out on the alt season chart to get the real one. Who was it who taught me that? Was that you, Con? Were you the one that said zoom out? Alt season chart, right? Yeah, this one. Right? It says 100, right? And you're like, oh, it's 100 alt season, right? No, 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 no. You gotta go to the year. It's down here. Oh, wait, it just pegged. What the heck happened? Whoa. Something just happened to this chart. That's not right. That is not right. They've got some. Whoa. Something happened to this chart that's not right. Their data got messed up or something. That is wrong. I don't know what happened to their data. That is not right. Oops. Yeah, it worked. Oh my God. That's some messed up chart right there. There was so much time you could sell and buy more Doge. And even just buying Doge. Got in Doge at 0.0026. Sold at 1.7 to buy the dip last cycle. Oh, SPX. No, Jamil, I don't think so. Just another meme. That's all garbage. Healthy distribution. As soon as I see that, I'm like, nope, I'm out. You'd like the Adam and Eve charts, right? Clean core. If Kamala won and wanted to tax, that never would pass. That unrealized gains thing, Matt. That was never going to pass. No way. And Nancy Pelosi wouldn't go for that, right? I'd rather take the chance and have the opportunity that most don't believe they have. Yes, that's what we do. Life is, it's worth taking some chances and some risks here and there. Don't go too crazy. Like, don't be gambling. But with investing, you can take some risks. It's been crashing a lot. Define the word crash, Manel. Has been crashing. No crash. Crash is like 20%. It went down 8, not 20. I heard what you said about 30-cent Doge for October. Is it possible we just follow last year and Doge goes vertical? It could happen. It could happen, my friend. CoinGlass is showing the same thing. They're probably getting the data from the same source. The data is totally messed up. The glitch in the matrix. Should have bought the altcoin season index. Yeah, Max, right? Should have bought that. Ron showed it. Crypto Banter. Keith bought Doge at 6 cents. Nice. I know 2023 was the year to buy Doge. Nick, you went to Costco. Did you get a hot dog? $1.50 hot dog? So the Costco switched to Coke products and has the new combo calzone. If you didn't get the hot dog, you got a combo calzone at Costco. Interesting. Surprised somebody hasn't made a meme token called the Costco calzone. I know, right? 2023, that summer, that whole summer, buying crypto, loading up. That's what I was doing. Ron, you think November as well? The shutdown is kind of delaying things. The alts are getting pushed. Yep. It could end up getting pushed into November. Yeah, Pengu we just talked about. Ondo, I don't really follow Ondo. It's really not 92 cents. That doesn't mean anything to me. I don't follow this. Oh, we were looking at it here in August. Higher lows, right? Higher lows, and then it just dumped back down. It's kind of been going sideways for 2 solid months, up and down and up and down. No direction here. So 3x, I doubt it for this thing. So this is all-time high right here. $2, a little over $2. Yeah. So maybe a 2x. I drew this line at $1.50. I don't know why. Maybe because of all of these bumps it was getting. So maybe $1.50. That'd be like a 50, 60% gain from here. Maybe. The weekly chart looks good for Doge. It looks good for Doge. Yeah, I do my my fib and my 1.618 is at like 71 cents. $0.71. I don't do the blow off top from May of 2021. $25.79. That's not doing what it's supposed to do. Little red candle there. Must be Bitcoin's fault. Yep. Bitcoin's fault. No special message for Nick today. Nope. Didn't have a real reason to send people back today, but Litecoin, 118. I mean, Litecoin's in this zone now where it was here at the end of last year. So it's had a nice, June, July. That was a good run for Litecoin. And then it's kind of stagnated here. We don't need those down arrows anymore. Got up to $1.47 beginning of December. And then 300 was my initial price prediction, but I don't know if it's going to make 300. That would be quite the run. That would be quite the run. It has built this very strong base though, but that's now all the way down at like $68. Don't see it going down there. Hey, when that FOMO kicks in, Litecoin will run. 300 might be a stretch. Bought my first stocks on Webull last night, Zone and BTOG. Well, there you go. You like the platform? I like how the Webull stock trading platform works. I think it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Just need Zone to go on another run so I can swing trade it. You're hoping for that Doge all-time high? Yeah, that fib line that I that I made is pointing right to that level. Time will come for Doge. 2026, the extended cycle or super cycle, Gerard. I'm not buying that yet. I'm not buying super cycle 2026. See how it plays out, but I am not buying it. Hey, my friend DB, how are you? My favorite word is FOMO. Do I see your comments? I haven't seen a comment from you. Ryan, I have not seen a comment from you. Make a comment on my government shutdown post, and I'll look for it, okay? Yep. Weeble's pretty good. Good charts. Yep. I like it for stocks. Not financial advice, but don't be a Larry. Weeble really wants you to be sure you want to buy it, though. Yep. Right. 4-year cycle mode until the pattern breaks. And I'm not going to be bag holding again. Not going to do it. Yeah. October should still be good, but if it follows the pattern, November will be better. Maybe $1. It's fun to talk about, Kurt. Don't know if it's going to make it, but it is fun to talk about. Doge to $1. Someday it'll happen. So overall, Zcash is still running. So Zcash, Mantle, Monero, even the Pudgy Penguins are up today. The ones you don't want to be in, 00, Aster, Pump.Fun, XPL, Cake, Pi, Story, IP, even Floki's down today. You don't want to be there. You don't want to be in those. Be careful out there, right? Commented, LOL. I can hardly wait, Ryan. You rode the candle all the way down 2020. Yeah, me too, Keith. I was with you. I was like, oh, it's going to turn around and go back to $1. It's going to go around. It's going to $1. It's going to turn around, and just kept going lower and lower and lower. It's like, damn. Well, I can't sell now. The government shutdown will end on 10/20 as we're having our Dogecoin party. I'd love to see it. Right? Pumps and dumps. Hey, that's crypto trading though, right? That's crypto trading. No, it wasn't all SNL, Keith. It was Barry Silbert and the big whales shorting Dogecoin. Back on the bus heading home. Yeah, I'm not going to be on much longer today. It's just going to be an hour long today. So we got about 5 more minutes. Get all your questions in now. 5 more minutes, Duchess. 5 more minutes. I'm already up $3 total on your stocks. Nick, woo! Whoa! That's awesome. Making money. $3. Let's go. I know we keep saying Doge to $1, and eventually it'll come true. Eventually it'll come true. I know, right, Ryan? Buff Doge, $3. Yeah, the Saturday Night Live was bad. No lie, but yeah, when's a good time to buy? Are the Cubs losing again? I haven't seen the scores. Because they're out, right? If they lose this one, they're out. Oh, Seattle, Detroit, 3-3. Oh, the Cubs start in a little, in like 20 minutes. I have the Tigers, Mariners game. Looks tight. Yeah, I saw the Judge home run. You can't pitch him up and inside like that. He turns on that. You're not going to make it in 5 minutes? Yeah, sorry. Not today. Yeah, Keith, 24.25 cents. I want this blue line, 25 cents here to hold. I want that to be support. Are we going to come back and retest it as support before moving higher? Yeah, Sunshine, good morning video. Thank you. Good time to buy Doge every day. A 5-hour stream tomorrow? Well, Orbit, if Doge is like over 30 cents tomorrow, I'll make it a 5-hour stream. You give me 30-cent Doge, I'll give you a 5-hour stream. All right? A deal? 30-cent Doge. The gold price correction is going to come, but I don't know if it's going to be before the end of the year. It might be 2026, but we are going to have a gold price correction. Yes. It might be a 2026 thing. Oh, yeah, Sunshine. But I think they were all jokes. I don't think anybody actually really asked me seriously. Hey, Chris, doing good. How are you? Doge. Buy a gold chain at the top, Ryan? Right at the top? Just like my Bitcoin I bought at the top. Oh, let's buy the top. The pinger's on. We just had a liquidation. Bitcoin. Yeah, leverage longs. They're dropping the price. Taking out some leverage longs now. Is what they're doing. Stupid Bitcoin. There we go. Well, that's no fun. That's not a fun way to end the stream. Big red candle on the Bitcoin chart. Hey, Mark, how are you? They're taking out the longs now. Oh, boy. Well, we'll see if Doge, if they're going to take out more leverage longs, is Doge going to retest 25 cents as support, as I've been saying? Yeah, Adam, I gotta run in just a few minutes. Gotta run. Good night, Chad. See you. See you. I think it'll be bear market, but I can't do price predictions yet until I see what the top is come November. Let's say it's November. So, yeah, I want to retest it as new support, though, because it broke it yesterday. It went down to 24.5. That's not support at 25 if it goes down there. So, yeah, the exchanges don't want you to win. They lose money. Well, I take that back. They don't make as much money. They still make money. They just don't make as much if they let you win. You're getting tired, Byron? I know. Patience, right? It's a marathon. I know, $4 Doge. Well, I mean, you got the whole XRP army saying $100 XRP, and they're doing it. They're saying it like seriously. Seriously. No joke. $100 XRP. And I'm just like, right. If Doge is over 30 cents tomorrow at 4 o'clock, I will stream right till 9. Although I do have something I got to do tomorrow. But we'll figure that out tomorrow. It'd be a nice problem to have. Hi, Anthony. How are you? Maybe that was it for Bitcoin. Just dip below 123 to take out some of that leverage, and now it'll just move right back up. Maybe we'll get that. The exchanges can't beat me because I am not trading leverage. I'm winning. Plus, I actually have most still on my ledger and in my Exodus wallet. It's not sitting on the exchange. So, yeah, I still have my XRP. Waiting. Yeah, you're waiting too, Rolling Rob. I know. Can we get back 40 cents? 42? 42.069? Yeah, I'm just not playing their game. No leverage. Everybody do a massive buy. Everybody in the world. See you, Sebastian. You like 69.420 better? Agreed. Chaos, you bought that 24? Yeah, it might not get back down there again. It might not get back down there again. All right, gang, that's what we got for tonight. Hey, good day. Recovery coming back. And the chart structure looks good. And Kriss does not think the top is in. So, all good. I hope everyone has a great evening. We'll see you next time.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has like skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It hit an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably, the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.